Hello guys! The last episode ended with the fact that Toman members got provoked and began a powerful attack on the Kanto Manga gang. The Kanto Manga members clearly didn't expect that they would be pressed. Kakuchu was laying down after speaking with Mikey. He abruptly got up and went on the attack. More precisely, Mikey provoked him. Kakuchu smashed Chifuyu, smiley and angry, and he got to Takemichi. Kakuchu was glad that the hero has come back. Well, let's find out what happens next. Let's get started. The fight is in full swing. Akun runs up to Chifuyu and asks how he is. Everything is fine with Chifuyu. Akun exiles, though he doesn't want to lose such an important fighter. Chifuyu notices that this Kakuchi is a pretty strong guy. Takemichi fights Kakuchi and engages in a tough fight with Kakuchi, giving him a worthy rebuff. Smiley looks and freaks out from Takemichi and thinks that he's just insane. Angry wonders how he can bear such a punch, and Chifuyu notices that Takemichi is the only one who can hold Kakuchi for now, and in some moments he even opposes him on equal terms. Takemichi is trying his best. Akun looks at this fight and he gets a shiver from the fact that Takemichi is getting stronger. This is a completely different Takemichi now. Akun is fixing his hair and is not going to lose him. Chifuyu agrees with him. Then he hears someone screaming. He turns around and wonders what is going on there. And there sits Yamagishi in front of Makoto and Takuya, who are no longer able to fight. And Madarame is standing behind. Akun is shocked to see this. For Madarame, it's just a bunch of fodder that didn't even resist. Yamagishi, looking at Madarame, realizes that he is a former Black Dragon captain, clearly not their level. Akun doesn't like Madarame and this whole situation too. Then Akun and Chifuyu go to attack Shion. However, suddenly Chifuyu is grabbed by the neck and pulled back. It was Mochi. Chifuyu lands successfully. Mochi reminds him that he should be his opponent and suggests that he decides everything here and now. Chifuyu gets up and he's ready for settle it, because that's exactly what he expected. Akun stands in front of Madarame. He is at a loss, and gloating tells him that he will be fodder for him too. And now Chifuyu is ready to begin a fight with him, calling him a big idiot. And Mochi likes it too. Akun doesn't like it and offers to see who is the fodder or not. They are both ready to fight, and Madarame is a little annoyed by his confidence. Meanwhile, Mitsuya gets everyone out of his way. He's fighting one by one. The guys know that he's one of the founders of Toman. They recognize his strength. Mitsuya looks around and wonders where the Hakai is, and something surprises him. He sees Mikey sitting on a train car in the distance and spectating from high ground. It infuriated him. Without even looking back, he punches the opponent, who is swinging at him. He doesn't like that Mikey is sitting there and watching at the fight all as a show. He's going to drag his ass down and runs towards him. However, someone asks him to slow down. These are Haitani brothers. Ran tells him that he won't get to the boss that easily. They have got their eyes specifically on him. It even amuses Mitsuya a little, and he notices that they have become rather straightforward this time around. He thought that they were the siblings who play dirty to win no matter what, and they don't even reject it. At this moment, Senju simply does spinning back kicks around, leaving no chance for enemies. The guys are already too afraid to approach her. They can't even get closer. Pachin and Beyond continue to punch their enemies. If they wish to die, then please let them approach. Kanto Manga members are simply horrified. They see how they are just getting beat up everywhere and admit that the second gen Toman filled with monsters. Inui also rushes through the crowd that he notices on the left how Koko is standing nearby and calling him at the top of his voice. Mitsuya hits a powerful blow to Rindo, and Ran takes advantage of the moment to hit Mitsuya on the back of the head with a telescope. Mitsuya is hurt. That's why Ran responds sharply. However, Rindo doesn't doze off and hits Mitsuya on the back of the head. They both beat him from behind. Mitsuya doesn't like being hit on the head from behind, and Ran reminds that they play dirty to win. But then Ran senses the danger and turns around. Immediately his head is hit on the ground. It's Hakai with his long arms. He asks Mitsuya if he's alright, and also whether he hasn't grown dull from making all those clothes. Mitsuya notices that he's damn late. Hakai wants to hear from Mitsuya words of help like "help me please," but Mitsuya certainly won't do it. Ran and Rindo become more serious. The wound has already recovered as it can be seen. An inscription below says that due to corona cases involving officials, production will be halted. Well, to be more precisely, it will be suspended for 1 week, as I heard. It means that there will be no chapter next week. One of the workers at the mangaka got sick, so we wish him a quick recovery. And we guys will wait. The chapter is very dynamic. The fight is powerful. Oh, I would like to see all this in animation. Well, I hope we'll see. Inui will probably try to lure Koko. Apparently he sees hope that everything isn't over with Koko yet. Haitani brothers will certainly lose. We all remember how angry kicked down all the vicious generation. Mitsuya isn't weak and neither is Hakaya. Don't exaggerate the strength of the vicious generation. From them only Kakucho hardly win, and angry will punch the rest. And I think Mitsuya is no weaker than Kawata Suya. Interesting parallels with the three deities battle. Only this time, apparently the result will be different. Hakai will defeat Ran, Chifuyu will defeat Mochi, Takemichi will defeat Kakucho, but it will be difficult to him. And against who Smile with anger will fight? This is a question. Maybe against Hanma. Senju apparently hasn't gotten to Waka and Benki yet, but I think in the next chapter they will at least show us them. You know guys, I look at all this and I understand how they win, but the main antagonist hasn't yet begun his battle. If no one comes, then apparently all Toman will have to fight Mariki. And then maybe they will have a chance if they attack at once. I don't know how Wakui will play this moment. In general, we will wait. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bottom like, and also share your comments below. Vision Manga was with you today. See you soon.